Bedhead, hey, that's the mine badge. Good going. You're even tough enough to take a shot at becoming the Pokemon champion. Of course, I'm tougher, so that's not actually going to happen. Anyway, Rainy, come with me to the library. That was a very odd segue. What?
You guys gonna kiss the library?
Oh yes, because the library is such a romantic place. He just sprinted in and like where didn't say what floor he was on or anything. Hey, Rainy, over here, this way. Oh my god, it's the whole crew. Okay, Gramps, I brought Rainy like I said. And now I'm out of here. Okay, I get it. Everyone's finally here. Listen up. You may have forgotten already, but I studied the evolution of Pokemon. I love the little way they bounce when they walk. The more I study, the more mysteries appear and multiply. There are some Pokemon that evolve, and others that don't. What makes them different from each other, you ask? Do immature ones evolve into ones that are more mature? If so, what do we make of the legendary Pokemon that don't evolve? Are we to assume that the legendary Pokemon of Sinnoh are complete as creatures? This is where you three come in. There is said to be a mysterious Pokemon in each of the 3 lakes of Sinnoh. If we can obtain data on them, it may shed some light on how the process of Pokemon evolution works. I need help from each one of you on this grand undertaking. Help me find these mysterious Pokemon. What are you saying? I didn't get a Pokedex. And who was it that bolted from the lab before I had a chance to give one? But that's water under the bridge now. Seeing Pokemon with your own eyes is important for you in becoming a trainer. You can count on me. I will help you with my Pokedex too. Rainy, you'll go too, won't you? I would have made all of you go regardless. Now then, there are 3 lakes. Fortuitously, there are 3 of you. You should split up and investigate the lakes individually. Dawn, you go to Lake Verity. Will do. Bedhead, I want you to investigate Lake Acuity. That would take you almost to Snowpoint City. The road there is harsh. I need a tough trainer to go. Yeah, of course, Gramps. You know how to call it. You can tell I'm the hotness. And that leaves Rainy with Lake Valor. The lake is between Veilstone and Pastoria, if memory serves. And now that the entire library collapsed. Has it stopped? Are all of you unharmed? Let's go outside, but be careful. I'm concerned about the city. That was so sudden.
You're not supposed to go outside in an earthquake. You're supposed to climb under a table or a piece of furniture.
On the 3rd floor of a library?
Yes.
Rainy, hurry along, but beware of aftershocks. Unrealistic earthquake. All the books would have been out of the shelves.
The Turn can confirm this. I can't open this for the life of me.
Do you want me to open it for you?
I'm suffering. No, I got it.
Thought you got it.
It's multicolored.
What is it? A Christmas
Smells like
Santa?
pure sugar.
Oh, it smells like our soap at the moment.
Am I eating soap?
Yes. Actually, the soap is called Christmas foam. So actually, you are eating candy, or you're washing your hands with candy. Does it taste like the smell of soap?
Yep.
Yep. Well, that tremor, that wasn't a natural occurrence. No, so we have this like special Christmas soap at the moment, and it has the smell of candy, basically. Do I have any tattoos yet? No.
Yet. None
No.
so far.
I don't have any so far, no. Do you have any?
Why should he have some?
I don't know. Should I have some? Hey, old dudes and kids. Something big just happened. They're saying there was a huge explosion at Lake Valor. Kaboom! Like that. Gramps, I'm going to that lake. I'm going to the lake. I have a bad feeling about this. That bedhead can't sit still. Rainy, I'm worried about Lake Valor. However, I have no idea what is taking place. You must find out. But before you go, I can't stress this enough. Don't get in over your head. We will try to join you as soon as we inspect Lake Verity. You'll be okay, won't you? I'm sure everything will be fine. But we're doing a detour to Iron Island first. There's a special book in the library that wasn't in the originals. What book is that? And can you take it? They say my cargo is hotter than the sun, but let's be honest, if that was true, then nothing alive could be near it. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of unrealistic Pokemon descriptions and stuff. Like that one where you look into the black void in its back or something and your soul is supposed to get sucked out. Not really realistic, but... Do you want to set sail? Iron Island. Aye aye, anchors away. You don't like it when soap smells like food because then you get reminded of soap when you eat it. Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair thing to do, yeah. Fair point, fair point. I just like the smell of it, so like I like wash my hands and like, candy. And like, yeah, I just like the smell of it. This is an abandoned house on Iron Island. You'd never get any because once you do it, you're stuck with it, even if your tastes and design change later. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not like you can, like, I guess you can get it removed and stuff, but it's like not as easy as getting it added in the first place. Dun 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 la la. Yeah, I like to camp, so what? Let's battle. I didn't ask, but okay. Camp for Lauren. Why are you just standing in the mine on a misty island? Huh? That's kind of suspicious. You're kind of suspicious, Camper Lauren. Camper Lawrence. Kind of sus. Flame it. Let's do it. But then I have to go through every single bookcase in the entire library. Is it worth it? Is the haha worth it? Examining every single library or every single bookcase in the library for a specific book. Or if it's on like a specific floor, then I can just like slide on by and have a look. You're so close to killing these instantly, but you're not quite there. What's up? Is there caramel everywhere? I should have stuck to camping. You good? It's a cozy, spooky house.
Why is it so tiny?
You found an iron ball. That would hurt being thrown at something.
Iron ball.
Not quite right. This island is so suspicious at the moment because there's an abandoned house, there's a mine with a single camper standing around in it, and the entire place is covered in fog. Very suspicious. And all these, like, cases of whatever the stuff is in. Is it oil in it? Is it iron? Liquid iron? What is in all these things? What is the purpose of this place? And if they are mining for iron, why is there no machines working? I thought of that after I said it, but in detail. It's obviously not liquid right now, it's solid. Another suspicious camper. Why are there all these weird campers then? I can't break any of these rocks either. You'd basically just melt the drum, yeah. May we have a battle, please? It will be something to lighten up this boring picnic with. Picnic? In a cave on a murky island? It's the weirdest shit. I swear they're all ghosts. There's some haunted shit going on here. Nobody has a picnic in a mine on a misty island covered in fog with an abandoned house on it. Ow. Cherry. Is that a cherry? Not really. More like a plum or something along those lines. Plum-ish. We're not going to win if we play around like that. Okay, so this is an elevator going deeper down into this very suspicious place. And now we've got 2 more ways we can go. Okay, that guy looks very suspicious. You are? Oh, you're Rainy. I'm Riley.
Riley?
Yes. I'm a trainer, and yes, it is a bit odd that I would be training here. If you'd like, we could team up. The wild Pokemon here are restless. You decided to join with Riley. If your Pokemon get hurt, I'll heal them up. Sick, okay. So are you going back? I'll be hanging around here. It'd be good if you came back. I just want to see what's in the right section. Because here there's actually miners and stuff. Still not as odd as the 8-year-old having a picnic here, yeah. Not a whole lot of things can beat that. Did Riley actually heal my Pokemon? No, he did not. He lied to me. I snuck past and grabbed Iron Tail. Crap. While I'm making sure the lifts are safe, I'll focus on battling with you. Worker Brayden. Oh wait, I forgot to put the next badge in here, didn't I? There we go. I'm only missing 2 now. Oh, he avoided the move. Or she avoided the move, that's nice. Yeah, okay, it looks safe to me. Not a problem inside. It's a dead end. That's weird. This island is weird. There's another item over there. Just managed to sneak past that guy completely. Max other. That's everything here. Be very close to that guy. The working class hero says hi. Okay. Worker Willy Wonka. That was a bigger size. I wish it was a little bit stronger so it could just one smack these.
This is a haunted house.
You've decided?
No, it was literally the haunted house. And
Why?
it
You
said,
just-
place this lot.
Huh.
Spooky's happening.
It's so flat. Yes, Jay? Where was I got level? The working class hero waves goodbye. Okay, so that's that dead end done. Let's see map, Pokemon scene, rest. Okay. Oh, is that why it's not one hitting things? I see, I see. Well, I run out of PP on the other one so fast. What? Why are you smiling at me like that? Pokemon after every battle. Oh, okay. Then it's fine. Oh, we can't get them both at the same time. Or maybe if you, like, walk in from the other way. Hiker Damon. Oh, Riley doesn't get the battle. Yeah, it's like I only have 5 rounds of close combat. I guess we could be using Grass Knot though. Jimmy's very good at dodging, like, flinches and all those kinds of things. Confusions, burns, ices. The vampire house.
That was a good marshmallow.
That was a good marshmallow? Even that smelled like soap.
It actually tasted like soap.
It also tasted like soap.
Because I consume soap.
I can see it. Just don't go into the bathroom and start drinking the jug of soap in there. Wait a second. Nanny Strahd. And the Strahd by yikes. He's hit with the kids. Hello, fellow human kids. Let me play the tune of my people. I should have just been using Grass Knot, yeah. Nice, critical hit. I know the difference is I don't know what's weak to what. So no. Generally, if I know something is weak to something, I'll just use one of the things that they're weak to. I have a hard enough time actually remembering the types. Oh my god, there's actually just a wild Steelix hanging out. Maybe I should try getting. Oh, I'll just instantly kill it, won't I? Pretty much all of these. Maybe not that one though. Okay, so Lucario's busy with that one. So maybe we can actually have something happen here. Seems a little bit annoying, but just don't critical hit it. It's pretty good. No. I hate you, Riley. You just didn't want me to get it, did you? You suck. Okay, well, now we might as well run. Second Riley, man. Double battle? Double battle, yeah, yeah. Yeah. with that one. You want to do some exposition? I suppose that's fine. About splits and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I know about that. I know that they do that, and I know everything has weaknesses, defenses for normal physical things, and special defenses for special things. So I know all that stuff. I just don't know what things are weak to and what things are not weak to. In terms of, like, if it's actually high special defense, and, like, I don't know all of the stats of all of the Pokemons, and, like, what they're high to and what they're low to. So, yeah, that's something I probably never will know on top of my head. Apparently you can finish Steelix. Since you like killing Steelixes so much. Person wants to learn synthesis. What's that? Restores its own HP. The amount of HP regained varies with the weather. Nah, I don't think I need it. It seems like a good move, but I'm not sure when I would use it, to be honest. Anna wants to learn Whirlpool. Chef's target in violent swirling Whirlpool for 4 to 5 turns, but it's only 35. It's not great or anything like that. But it is, I guess, maybe better than Water Gun. Yeah, I probably will never use Water Gun again. So. Graveler and Onyx's Forex special defense weakness. So those are both weak to that, yeah. I see. Yeah, generally I've never really paid attention to physical versus special things. I just know there's a difference. And I know what's good against what, but I don't know which Pokemon have stats that have like weaknesses to it and stuff. It's a little bit too much extra info for me. I struggle just knowing what types of things are. Let's see, there was a thing up here. Max Potion. Riley must be so pissed off because we're meeting all these random wild things. He's trying to train down here and now he's just following me around. And we run away from absolutely everything. Damn it, I wanted to kill those. This is almost a dead end. Item here then. What are Team Galactic doing down here? I swear they're everywhere. They're everywhere, man. Would it be, would grass not be good for things like Golem and stuff like that as well? Like all the Geodude evolutions. Oh yeah, they heard I was here, so they had to come and explain their evil plan to me. So I think this is the right way, but I haven't bumped into these guys up here yet. Oh,
Stop it.
Oh my. Is that his wife?
No. Apprentice.
Beating you would be my 100th straight win. Here's to a fun battle. I'll pound the fear of my fists into you all, karate style, punk. That's very edgy. Just kick their ass like you usually do, yeah. Oh, what is that? Yoga instructor. I don't know what that one's weak to. But it burns, so that's fine. Oh boy, it be staring. That's a psychic type. Why are they all bullying me? Because Lucario looked at them intensely. That's why. Nice. Ouch. You know, Lucario kind of looks like Riley. You know when dog owners kind of look like their dogs? Kind of the same thing with Lucario and Riley. Who would you be more scared of? A flaming monkey or a dog-headed god of death? Don't know if I would call Lucario god of death, but okay. There's another Steelix. Now's my chance. Riley, don't kill this one. I'm just gonna quick ball it this time. He's not quite Anubis yet. It's not good. It's impossible to do with two things that way. No, I guess we're just running. I guess I would never have been able to throw it anyway after that point. So Riley, you're forgiven. I didn't miss out on it because of you after all. There's a lot of Steelixes down here. I was expecting Ironixes and Ironzors, not Steelixes and Bronzors. Oh my god, that one's not the right color. Oh my god, it's a shiny!
Oh my god.
It sparkled in the moonlight. Even though we're underground. Riley's gonna kill it. He's gonna instantly kill it. My first shiny ever seen, and Riley's gonna smack it out into existence, most likely. You want one-shot it. So if I one-shot Onyx and then try to capture it, it might work. So Grass Knot, Onyx. I can't Quick Ball because there's two things. Look, let me demonstrate for you. Use. It's no good, it's impossible to aim with two Pokemon out. Yeah, so if we Grass Knot the Onyx, that'll die instantly, and then if he doesn't one-shot the Graveler, we could actually capture it. Let's try that. I would be more excited if I didn't think Riley would one-shot this thing. Attack Lucario, kill Riley. That doesn't help me at all because then there's still Onyx there, and yeah. Oh boy. He paralyzed and everything. If I Quick Ball it now, it should still be good, right? Since it's still only one turn in. Ultra Ball it. I have Ultra Balls. I don't think I have Dusk Balls. I do not. I have Ultra Balls. Let's Ultra Ball it. Quick only works on first turn. Okay. Ultra Ball. Yeah, we got it. Nice. Let's go, cool. Yeah, boy. Shiny hype. Woo! Woo! 420 XP. Graveler make their homes on sheer cliff faces that have numerous holes in them. Oh, and it got a little shiny sparkle next to its gender. That's very cool. Don't forget to save now, yep. Should we give Graveler a name? What would we call a shiny rock?
Precious.
Precious? Should we call it Precious? Gold Nugget? Precious or Gold Nugget? Precious. My precious. Buzz in the toolbox. If it used explosion, I would cry. And then let's see. It was female too, so Precious works nicely. Oh, nice. It works with my whole female team. Magnet. That's wild. Never actually seen a shiny before. In the wild. That I can remember, at least. Tough Pokemon, tough trainers. You tell me, where else can I find a place as good as this to train? If we battle here, your Pokemon will become stronger, and so will mine. That's a good thing for both of us. What's not to like? Let's throw down. That's cool. I can update the party icons into shiny. So if I do have a shiny, then I can actually. This isn't a great combination, is it, for this one? So it will actually have a shiny icon on the thing below. That's kind of cool. I think mana might be good. You've only had one legit random shiny with no searching for it. That was an Ursaring in the original Gold. Whoa. And nothing ever since, huh? I think that's the... I've had a few shinies, but those have been either traded to me or Yeah, generally just traded to me. Or I've randomly gotten it from random people on like the global trade thing. Or actual friends gave me them. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Especially considering how long people spend searching for shinies. Well, these days they have shiny hunting mechanics, shiny boosters if you beat the game, giveaways. Yeah, true. But finding them randomly in the wild is still legit, you know, if you don't have any of the boosts going. So yeah, pretty cool. You bastard, you don't slice my mana like that. Does mana have anything to deal with these things? Probably not. Glowing tail, it's super sonic. Nothing great, to be honest. Yeah, the shiny charm does probably help quite a bit. Your first shiny was a shiny Cyndaquil you got as a starter in Heart Gold, and you still love it. Oh. Did you keep resetting until you got it, or did you just happen to bump into it? Because those are pretty rare. We can spark teleport, can't we? Should be really painful, since flying and water, right? You're resetting to try and get the right nature and accidentally got a shiny. Whoa, that's cool. I imagine you stopped going for the nature then and just went for the shiny, huh? Look, Arnie, could have been done by now if you stopped using all these defense draining things. Yeah, screw the nature, you got a shiny Cyndaquil. Yeah, exactly. You saw a video with the guy found a shiny Bidoof and called it God for the memes, then immediately at the end of the battle, another 2 shiny Bidoofs in a row. What the heck? That seems a little bit shady, but still funny for the memes. What are the chances of that, you know? That's insane. How? Is shiny Cyndaquil about the same, or is it like really different? Oh yeah, it's pretty close to the same. The skin is a little bit more orange. That's about it. He was freaking out at the Bidoofs. There was also something so funny about the Sephiroth theme coming up when Bidoof showed up. Oh, he played that up. That was good. You bonded well with your Pokemon. You know, I would have really enjoyed a win there. Would have been real nice. Sephiroth. Or just remix it to Bidoof instead of Sephiroth. You lent your sister your white game for a quick play and she got a shiny Oshawott. First trying to reset. That's pretty crazy. I get it now. You're responsible for agitating the Pokemon. I don't care what good reasons you may have, but I don't want you bringing any trouble into my mind. We're Team Galactic. We'll take all the Pokemon we want. Isn't that right, partner? You said it, brother. So, that's what we're gonna do. We're abducting all the Pokemon from this rusted-out Iron Island to share in all the joys and all the sorrows. That is how all the trainers and Pokemon live in Sinnoh. I won't allow anyone to defy that code of ethics. Come on, Rainy. This is one battle we can't lose. For the fate of the Iron Islands. So what did you do with the Oshawott? Did you trade it over, or did you like... Because you can only have one save file, right? Well, I guess I can use close combat, can't I? Yeah, let's just do that. Smack! A little bit overkill. Garok. But there's no kill that's overkill. There's no kill like overkill. Yeah, that's what like it. Yeah, when you see the bar just instantly go down, it's like my back is dying. Crack.
That means you need.
Stretch. Okay. What do we do? Yeah, let's just keep doing that. Jimmy, you're doing great. Stunky aftermath. That's pretty stinky. Oh god, it's staring at things again. Jimmy's like, nah, I don't feel like being haircut. The Lucario is staring at the trainers intensely. And then Golbat comes out. I feel like crying. This is so sad. What a tough combination. I can't believe it. Stop! I said stop! Your combination is so sick. The both of you and your Pokemon. Let's beat it, partner. You said it, brother. We don't even know what Team Galactic's big plan is anyway. Thanks, you really helped me out. Listen, I have a Pokemon egg here. Would you like to take it with you? Yes. Thanks, I'd like you to show the Pokemon that hatches from the egg all sorts of new places. I guess we can add it to the party so we can like work on hatching it. Not sure what to replace it with though. Rosa needs the XP at the moment. She's kind of middle there. Maybe Burb. I'll probably trap that Burb. Spending time with you was very enjoyable. I intend to test my skills in other places from now on. Let's meet again. Take care on the way out. Alright, see you, Riley. Goes deeper into the mine. And there's another elevator. Oh, I think we're out. What's this? Shiny stone. So that's probably the item that Rosa needs, right? So are those Team Galactic people just kind of there? And, like, how does that work even if you, like, if you stop them in the story and then you come here later? Are they still just standing there and be like, oh yeah, Team Galactic's gonna win everything? So they seem relatively not necessary for the story in general. That's the stone for her? Okay. It's still smoky out here. Is there anyone in the house yet? Nope. So do I just give her the stone now and she'll evolve at some point, or like, how does it work? No. Oh, so you can just evolve whenever. Okay. It's like using a firestone on something. Okay. Easy. Is there a specific level we should wait for in that case, or can we do it just whenever? Like, is there any special move at some point we should level her up to get? Also, you can't cancel stone evolutions. Okay. We should go to Lake Valor next, yeah. Let's move it there. So I guess we'll fly over there, don't we? To Veilstone, maybe? And then go south. Oh yeah, right, the book. Yeah, the main book. So where is the main book at? Ceiling-high bookshelves are crammed with books. Shelves are lined with books worn from being read by many people. Interesting. Very interesting. So many interesting books. Is it the top floor? The last bookcase, probably. Or is this already good unless you want to wait until level 60 for Petal Dance? I mean, this book is titled The Sea's Legend. It's a text that was only recently discovered and its ancient letters were decoded. Would you like to read it? Yes. Once upon a time in the East Sea, there was a Pokemon known as the Prince. A brave human asked Pokemon living in the sea to let them see the Prince. Would you like to keep reading? Yeah. Mantike, Weasel, and a Quillfish with the huge spikes acknowledged the human's bravery and joined them. Together they set off in a boat over the sunset. Streaked sea sailing through the ocean gate stretched over the waves. Would you like to keep reading? Yeah. News of this reached the ears of the prince, who went to meet the brave little party at the seaside hollow. Oh. The seaside hollow. Was that the book? Where's one of these ones? The ancient book is titled The Origin Story. Would you like to read it? Yeah. In the beginning, there was only a churning turmoil of chaos. At the heart of chaos, where all things became one, appeared an egg. Having tumbled from the vortex, the egg gave rise to the original one. Would you like to keep reading? From itself, two beings the original one did make. Time started to spin. Space began to expand. From itself, again, three living things the original one did make. Would you like to keep reading? The two beings wished, and from them matter came to be. The three living beings wished, and from them spirit came to be. The world created, the original one took to unyielding sleep. That's a reference to something from the anime, okay. This book is titled A Horrific Myth. Would you like to read it? Yes. Look not into the Pokemon's eyes. In but an instant, you'll have no recollection of who you are. Return home. But how? When there is nothing to remember. Dare not touch the Pokemon's body. In but 3 short days, all emotions will drain away. Above all, harm not the Pokemon. In a scant 7 days, the offender will grow immobile in entirety. Oh, that's kinda creepy. This book is titled Sinnoh Folk Stories. Yeah, of course, Arceus, yes. Which story would you like to read? Story 1. Sinnoh Folk Story 1. Pick clean the bones of Pokemon caught in the sea or stream. Thank them for the meals they provide and pick their bones clean. When the bones are as clean as they can be, set them free in the water from which they came. The Pokemon will return fully fleshed and it begins anew. Okay. Sinnoh Folk Story 2. There lived a Pokemon in a forest. In the forest, the Pokemon shed its hide to sleep as a human. Awakened, the human dons the Pokemon hide to roam villages. That's kind of creepy. Are all of these supposed to be a little bit creepy? Yeah, you tell children these stories. There once were Pokemon that became very close to humans. There once were humans and Pokemon that ate together at the same table. It was a time when there existed no difference to distinguish the two. These are really weird stories, man. Because those bookshelves are just the same. This book is titled Veilstone's Myth. Would you like to read it? Yeah. Veilstone's Myth. A young man, callow and foolish in innocence, came to own a sword. With it, he smote Pokemon, which gave sustenance, with carefree abandon. Those not taken as food, he discarded, with no afterthought. The following year, no Pokemon appeared. Larders grew bare. The young man seeking the missing Pokemon journeyed afar. Long did he search, and far and wide too, until one he did find. Asked he, "Why do you hide?" To which the Pokemon replied, "If you bear your sword to bring harm upon us, with claws and fangs we will exact a toll. From your kind we will take our toll, for it must be done. Done it must be to guard ourselves, and for it I apologize." To the skies the young man shouted his dismay. "In having found the sword, I have lost so much. Gorged with power, I grew blind to Pokemon being alive. I will never fall savage again. This sword I denounce and forsake. I plead for forgiveness, for I was but a fool." So saying, the young man hurled the sword to the ground, snapping it. Seeing that, the Pokemon disappeared to a place beyond seeing. You found it, the meme book? This man is on fire! It makes more sense if you're seeing it from my perspective.
I can't send her out because she'll burn.
That's ironic now, isn't it? Oh, now she is outside. Please. Oof. Would you like to read Sinnoh Myths? Into the lake these 3 Pokemon dove. Deep, deep, drawing no breath. Deeper, deeper they dove. Into suffocating depths they dove. Deeper than the deepest they alight. From the lake floor they rise. Bearing with them the power to make vast lands, they rise again. The meme book was the one with no difference between Pokemon and humans. Ah, okay. That one just kind of reminded me of Mewtwo, to be honest. The Manaphy one is the new one. This book is titled Sinnoh Region's Mythology. Would you like to read it? Yeah. Long ago, when Sinnoh had just been made, Pokemon and humans led separate lives. That is not to say they did not help each other. No, indeed they did. They supplied each other with goods and supported each other. A Pokemon proposed to the others to always be ready to help humans. It asked the Pokemon, be ready to appear before humans, always. Thus, to this day, Pokemon appear to us if we venture into tall grass. To help us, or to fight us. This one's called Sinnoh. Betrayed, not your anger, lest... Question mark, question mark, question mark. Will come. Weep not with sorrow, or question mark, will draw near. When joy and enjoyment come as natural as the very air, that is happiness. Let such be blessed by the hand of Master question mark. It was a custom to speak those words. Who is Master question mark? Because guess what? It wasn't the original. I have no idea. I can't really even imagine, to be honest. I don't know what it could be. What was it in the original? Humans and Pokemon married each other in the book. Interesting. Yeah, I wonder why that was changed. Did the game get backlash because that was removed, though? Like, I can't believe you would remove furry things like this. Is it furry things? It would kind of be furry things, wouldn't it? Since it's animal related. It would be animal related. Oh my god, I cannot move out of this grass. But the Manaphy book, though, does make the map a little more tricky if it's referencing anime movie events. Yeah. But then it could also just be a book. And fictional and stuff. So not necessarily true. But true. It would make the map a little more complex. Or I guess it would spread things out more, maybe. You could always squeeze everything in. It might just be more distance between things. But it would make you believe that the anime and the games are connected, world-wise. The guys are gone. Of course. Who would... I wouldn't have expected anyone else to be here. I'm gonna sneak past him. Yeah, sneak past him. But we should probably fight them. Ha ha ha, next stop, Lake Verity. The closest thing to civilization out there is that hick town, Twin Leaf. We can roll in there completely unopposed. Okay, so they don't actually want to fight me. Or that one didn't, at least. These poor Magikarp. Magikarp is weakly flopping about because they exploded the entire damn lake. Look at these poor Magikarp. They didn't even see it coming. The way to make Pokemon theorists' heads explode, just have Ashen walk through in-game at one point. Yeah, basically. You monsters. Would you like to join the Magikarp and flop around in the mud? You nasty human garbage. Depends how big the explosion is. Yeah, but I'm wondering if Ash Greninja is kind of just like a fan service thing rather than canon story thing. Krogunk. Let's Krogunk was, I can't remember. Poison? Wasn't it poison? Ground and psychic would be good. You could get it through an event, couldn't you? I don't think Ash Greninja was always in the game. Because I remember getting it from an event, I think. Of course it avoided the attack. Come at me, bro. I'm pretty sure it was through Mystery Gift. Yeah, exactly. They'd be giving away shiny legendaries like Arceus and the first random kid they see in the yeah, basically. So I don't think that's entirely canon. That's more fan servicing. It was a very big explosion if it like completely evaporated all of the water area. These poor Magikarps. It was part of the demo for Sun Moon. Was that where we got it? We set off a galactic bomb. Yeah, that's totally not something terrorists would do, right? You gotta be pretty dense to not realize what these galactic people are doing. Or just generally to be a part of these people and not see what you're doing. How did it not die? Poke it with Match Punch or something. Die and stay dead. Maybe I should just have Bird out, you know? I'm losing a lot of experience having the egg with me. And the egg only really needs steps anyway, right? Your Pokemon attack with phenomenal power. Galactic give out a lot of money. Is there even anything back here? There's a cave back here. Maybe this is actually where you're supposed to go. Okay, I'll beat that guy. On behalf of our boss, I'll punish you for defying Team Galactic. I'm just walking around. What do you mean? A flopping Gyarados is up somewhere. Just taking up like 4 spots in the ground. Yeah, that would be cool. I think it's good against these damn crow goats. And they all have one, it seems like. If there's another one, I'll swap to G. Beautifly, okay. So pretty. Or we could take it to the next level. Have like a Wailord somewhere. Though it wouldn't really make sense for a lake, but if they actually had one. It's a massive whale somewhere. Exactly the same thing. Yeah. Like, it's not very big when you're fighting it, but when you see it in the overworld, it's just a massive thing. Okay, I'm gonna go back a little bit and see if there's anything I missed. Since there's a cave up there. Oh my god, that's a lot of Magikarp. Even Team Galactic has no use for Magikarp. Worthless, all of them. But look at these little sweethearts just flopping around. It would have been cool if the Magikarp evolved into Gyarados and started coming down at Galactic for wrecking their home. Yeah, that would have been cool. Did I sneak past that guy? I feel like I snuck past that guy. What do you want? Are you one of those nitwits who we fooled into guarding the entrance? Bah, it doesn't matter who you are. It's too late to make a difference. Things are going to get really interesting now. All the legendary Pokemon are going to be brought to our headquarters in Veilstone City. Oh, the secret headquarters in Veilstone City, you say? New Pokemon Snap is the only Pokemon game you've seen which has a proper size Wailord. Oh, the angle in here is really funky. The mission is proceeding without a hitch. The boss should be pleased. Everything is for everyone. And for the good of Team Galactic. There's a moon on your head. I recognize your face. You're the child who raided the Team Galactic building in Eterna City. Jupiter should be ashamed of herself, being beaten by a child like that. But anything and anyone that opposes Team Galactic must be crushed. Even the very thought of opposition will not be tolerated. Commander Saturn. Oh, he's a psychic boy. The bug goes from dark thing, huh? I have that on this guy, but if we can knock this one out, then we can be ahead of schedule and get something out. Nice. I love to see it. Bronzor, I guess I'm keeping it up. Yeah, Jupiter's master plan was to capture the local bike salesman, if I remember. I don't think she's the smartest of people. But, you know, monopolizing the bike system. Then they can really get around fast in the region, you know? It's genius. Also taxation. They can tax anyone who uses bikes. Toxicroak, you know, it's a lot too cheap. Hopefully it doesn't have anything that is strong against G. You got something on your chin, buddy. Like a very big pimple or something like that. Let me pop it for you. Easy. You, my friend, are tough. I can see why you defy us so. Yeah, even I, a commander, only managed to buy us time. But that's fine. A child like you will never be able to stem the flow of time. Team Galactic will get the 3 legendary Pokemon of the lakes. With their power, we will create an entirely new universe. By now, Mars should have captured the Pokemon of Lake Verity. vanished. So they did actually get the legendary here. So I should probably check out Lake Verity then, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Unless they like blew into some kind of river and flooded it with all the water, I guess. Like it let all the water out of the lake. I mean, that's, I guess, an option. Granted, there's no real rivers on the map here, but there is an ocean close by. So maybe it let all the water out there. Somehow. Yeah, then the town downstream should be destroyed as well. Yeah, I don't know. Where's Lake Verity? Over here. It's by the starting area. Mom, I'm home. Welcome home, sweetie. Are you and your Pokemon healthy? I just made dinner. Take a quick seat. Ah,
Dinner time.
dinner time. Bye, Mom. So, to get to the next... Oh, wait, okay. Do we just, like, sail down? No, we do not sail down there. Oh, wait, I remember where it was now. It was up and then to the side, wasn't it? Yeah. This is like really snapping music. Rainy, what timing? Those Team Galactic scoundrels are after the legendary Pokemon. You've got to go help Dawn. Out of my way, punk. Ow, ouch. What's with this old timer? Oh, they're everywhere here. It is our mission to stall you. Sorry, but we gotta do our job. In order for us to bring peace to the world, we must control it. Yeah, by exploding everything. They've tried to blow up 2 places now, and one of them actually blew up. What have we got here? Let's send out some toxic spikes, huh? Now everything that comes out will be toxic. Ow. Or not, since it's flying. I want some of my life points back. Slurp. Did not slurp a lot. Okay, Rosa, you're struggling here. I think I'm gonna just trade you out. That time it worked. Swap you out with the star. Oh yeah. Actually, hold on. We'll do fire on Stunky, and then we'll do a spark on Golab. If every single trainer here has 3 things, then they're doing a good job at stopping me from getting there. Just bite it. Just bite it. Losing was part of my job too. I feel better by saying that. You're too young to understand. Whatever make you sleep at night. Oh, there's only 2 more. Okay. I'll knock your Pokemon into orbit. Very spacey. If this mission is successful, we will get a nice bonus. Oh yeah, Rose's still here again. It took them a long time to put the bombs out at Lake Verity though, didn't they? Or Lake Valor, I mean. So surely they wouldn't be ready to blow this one up. If they like basically just got here. Great, great. Maybe I should run back. Wait, you cured yourself of poison? Hold on a second, what? He cures himself of poison. What the say? I don't understand. How did you do that? Can you teach me how to do that? Jimmy cared about you so much that they suddenly were not poisoned anymore, just magically, like that. Let's see here. That's good. And then we'll swap around Rosa. See that? A gasp! That face, it brings back bad memories. I'm talking about the Valley Windworks. I caught a whole lot of trouble for that little incident. What's with that look on your face? You do remember me, don't you? Fine, whatever. I'll tell you who I am again. I'm Mars, one of Team Galactic's commanders. How cute you two think you can save the day in your little game of hero? Not a chance, not even a teeny one. You're all going down. Oh, I didn't get to fight with Dawn. Yeah, I used Flame Wheel last time, that worked. It was slightly higher level though. Poisoned again. Smack that out. Maybe I can swap out to different. Paraglaze is a normal type, I think. So I think we should keep this up, even though poison. Oh, I can use close combat. Nice! That's what we like to see. Toxic is a little bit bad, but Bronzer as well. Everything is weak to Gym. Which is annoying with the poison, but I get. I think we should be fine. Yeah. Gasp again and again. I lost again. So first it was the Valley Windworks, and now it's Lake Verity that I owe you for. This shouldn't be happening to a Team Galactic commander. Calm down, Mars. I've done my part in all of this. My mission was to transport the lake's Pokemon to our headquarters. That's right, I accomplished my mission without a problem. Team, we're pulling out. The boss is waiting at headquarters. The Pokemon of the 3 lakes are connected somehow. Thanks to Saturn's grandstanding at Lake Valor, a cavern appeared here. It was the cavern where the Pokemon Mesprit slept. Mesprit appeared too, probably to go help its friends. That worked out well for us. It was super easy to catch. So now we've got them all. Mesprit, the being of emotion, Azelf, the being of willpower, and Uxie, the being of intelligence. A little good thing they didn't tell me everything. So exploding the lake wasn't necessary. I think they exploded it to lure the other 2 out. I think that's the thing. They wouldn't have found the cavern otherwise. Now that we have all 3, you can look forward to what Team Galactic has in store for them. I see. This also occurred at Lake Valor. Another legendary Pokemon was taken away by Team Galactic. Both of you went up against full-fledged criminals. The fact that you're unharmed is reason enough to celebrate. But what about Lake Acuity? Is Bedhead safe? We must find out. Yeah, exactly. They lured it out and then also lured the other 2 out. Because they fled over there to try and help. And then they're like, oh shit, there's someone here. So we have to go all the way up there now. Time for a little mountain climbing. think I'll get the bird out too. I don't want it to get under-leveled because of the egg. Oops. The egg will just have to wait. So how do we get up there anyway? Oops. Mount Coronet seems to lead up to the route. Is this? Oh yeah, this is where we need strength, isn't it? No, I think I concluded it myself. I'm just talking out loud. Yeah, you use strength, don't you, in here to move the boulders and then get to the path. I do that sometimes. Talk to myself.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. There's a strength rock already. Use strength? Yes. B Barrel helps you use strength. I was gonna say, how's B Doof gonna push it, but he doesn't need to push it. You got strength now, do you want to get a super broken Pokemon? Yes! We love super broken Pokemon. Just lead the way. Rock Polish. Basically, my shiny Graveler. It won't reach its full potential until level 48. We'll just have to level it up. Is it inside this cave somewhere? I can't push that, can I? Because that will, like, probably lead to a dead end. But, we could try. It's under Route 206. Yeah, see here. This is a bad corner. Can't go down there. Route 206, you say? Is that down here? Or up here? 216. 86 here. Oh, it's on Cycling Road. Or underneath Cycling Road. Is it in the little cave that was there? Or was that cave a dead end and I forget these things? Yes, Antbone. I don't think I've ever run through here, have I? Or to the other side. There's a hidden entrance to another part of that cave. Ooh. I haven't been. Oh, I haven't been here. Speed is a ninja's best weapon. Can you keep up? I haven't been right outside here because I think you needed strength to get through that cave, didn't you? So there's a hidden entrance that you need strength to get through. Is that it? The other part is the only... The other part is the only place besides the underrun you can get it. If Nerd have taught us anything, it's that there are far better weapons for a ninja than speed. Ninja boy. I did a lot of concealment. I conceal myself too. He tried so hard. sprint across here. Does this just connect to the town over here? Celestic Town, yeah. Yeah, we'll have to go and check out that cave that you're talking about. Luckberry. What else? We got some lapapa berries. And some grappa berries. Casual ninja. Karate guy. Ha ha! I'm psyched for this. Here goes. He was actually wearing an inverse of Naruto's outfit, a blue suit with an orange headband. Maybe he was an apprentice or something. I don't know. Or he's watched it on TV. Maybe Naruto does go on TV in this region. Pic showing where the hidden entrance is. I'm just good if you're interested. Okay, we'll check that out once I've killed all the trainers here. Oh, I'm not killing the trainers, but fighting all the trainers.
Oh, shit.
Suspicious. No killing the trainers. Though the team is so full, though, who would we replace? We have so many good candidates, and I forgot to put the bird back in. We got an ace trainer, and I think we got a fossil collector guy, and then we're done here. I go everywhere with my knocked owl. We're going to show you owl best. That was a bad pun, and even I think it's a bad pun. Pretty bad if I think it's a bad pun. You can swap out Chi. That was a bad pun indeed, yeah. But Chi is so adorable. Would you replace Chi?
Maybe.
Maybe. But why? Are you trying to tell me that that knocked owl fits inside that tiny cage? We did our best. That's what matters, right? Oh wait, there's an ace trainer here too. Whilst exploring the ruins, I spotted a trainer. I must investigate. Ruins of what? Of these rocks? Ruin Maniac Harry. I should update the stickers on Jimmy's ball actually, because it's been a while and the fire isn't very military aesthetic. The blue fire, anyway. My investigation revealed the trainer to be tough. Stick to ruins, my dude. Stick to ruins. I'm strong, I'm strong. 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 Am I really strong? No, I am strong. I'm strong. Okay, I'm all good to go. Wow, you startled me good. I think you'll understand what I was doing when you see the move contained in these TMs. What's it, repeat or something like that? Let's say your opponent raises its defense using Harden. Your Pokemon can use Psych Up to get the same defense boost as its opponent. Basically, your Pokemon gets the same status boosts as its target. Huh. I guess we're done here, so let me check my secret entrance. That is a secret entrance indeed. Let me have that over here. Let's see, let's go here. Actually, you can only get to the bottom from the bottom, can't you? So I should probably fly to the bottom. What was the button again? There we go. The berries are done. Okay, I've only got one grappa berry. And 2 kibai berries. Let's go out with those. Slice. Okay, now I need to get to the spot. It's not that one. Not that one. Berries. That one. It did cross my mind that I still don't actually know what I'm looking for inside of the cave. I'm just going there and be like, yeah. I know where the cave is, but I don't know what's inside the cave. There's lots of rocks here and gross stuff. I'll be surprised. Let's be surprised. Okay, so this is the right rock. So from this spot, you go there, and then maybe one more, and then forward. That was very, very secret, yeah. I wouldn't have found that by myself. And then let's see. I still don't have flash. Where the fuck do you get flash? It's a TM this time. Basement of Orberg Gate. Or you can purchase it once you get to Veilstone City. TM 70. Does it not pop up in your thing? In that case. Because I thought I'd been to all the cities. And found all the things. It doesn't pop up. Okay, so maybe I do have it then. No, that's not where it would be. TM70, you say? These are not sorted at the moment. Sort by number. You just saw it. Yeah, there it is, 70. I have one. What do you put it on though? HM or not, it's still a move you use outside. Yeah, that's why it was weird. Use them any. But I don't have things I wanted removed from all of these. I guess I don't need tackle, yeah? I never use tackle, I use bite and spark, that's about it. So I guess I could just remove tackle. I probably will keep this Pokemon with me everywhere, so. Now it's the TM slaves, yeah. It's so weird that it doesn't pop up in the thing. Like, I don't think I've ever used tackle with Stargirl ever since I got Spark and things. So that's probably fine. So you actually have to go in here and use Flash from that menu. Interesting. It almost seems like an oversight that they don't have it in the menu thing. But there we go. You have to use your bike in here, that's wild. It's like a trial of some sort. Of course. Of course. They have strength outside, they have a bike test outside, they have a flash test outside. There's like, they've tested everything. Oh my god, could you stop? Please, just let me go up this damn hill. I cannot move. I literally can't move. No matter what I go, every single time. Okay, I got over it. Finally, there's another one though. Am I supposed to be doing these sick flips and stuff? Flash wasn't an HM in the Down and Pearl games. So what's in here? Yeah, I guess the idea is to keep this place kind of secret, huh? And that was a dead end. I don't want free earbuds. So the special one is in here. The special one. That's what we're calling it now. Is it a rare encounter? It was your first encounter when you stepped inside the cave. Interesting. I'm just gonna keep cycling. I feel like I'm stuck. Where do you go from here? I don't feel like there's a way you can go. You can't break these, can you? Am I blind? No, wait, yeah, I am blind. Like, where do you actually go? I used up my luck with the shiny, yeah. There's also a TM for Earthquake in here. Alright. So there's the idea that you, like, don't boost over that. You just kind of, like, ride normally over it. Can you run over it? No. How do you get over there then? I'll switch gears, I can. I thought it was based on speed, not what bike style you had going. Well, that's kind of what it is. I think you actually needed speed, kind of like the sandy slopes where you actually need some speed to get up them. The suspense is killing me. Grip Claw. Zoop. You really zoom with this one, doesn't he? Okay, and then zoop. Okay, now I'll sneak over here. Revive! I'm literally screaming at the RNG to just give it to you already. Okay. It's like, no, it's fine. Is it it's not a version exclusive, is it? Shoot. It's not, but it's arguably the most broken Pokemon in all of Sinnoh. It makes sense for it to be kind of elusive then. It's the Zubat, isn't it? And at the height again, Generation 4, the most feared as well. Where is it hiding? It must be here somewhere. It's the legendary Zubat. Or Bronzor, the legendary Bronzor. Oh my god, it's adorable! It's a little Gibble. Is it Gibble? Is it Gibble? There, it is Gibble. Okay, quick ball it. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. I don't know how he's broken. Quick, 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 quick. There we go. And yeet. And he kills it. No, we got it. It's fine. Gibble is caught. It evolves into Garchomp, and that's when it's broken. Because then he go chomp.
Is that the bite of range 7?
Is it the bite of 87? It nests in small horizontal holes in cave walls. It pounces to catch prey that's strayed too close. Land shark Pokemon. What should we call Gibble? Should we call him Nibble?
Tooth.
Tooth?
Tooth.
Small tooth?
With a Z.
Tooth.
Tooths.
Tooth with a Z. Tooths.
Tooths.
Tooths. Wait,
One
like...
of those little T-O-O. And little...
And little what?
Little...
And a little what?
Little...
I don't understand what you mean.
Little... Then Z.
Twos, like this?
Tooth.
Twos? Sure. And Tooths is to replace, Chi, apparently. Bye, Chi.
Lychee.
Bye, Chi. Tooths has taken your place. So, okay, where does this lead? Now that we're basically at the end. Ah, we got Earthquake. What a nice coincidence. Right, that's a butt. That was a butt.
No.
Found him, he was guarding Earthquake, that's why he was at the end. Oh my god, there's another one.
That's one but two.
Twos.
This one can be teeths.
This one can be called Teeds, yeah. Just have a full team of them. Yes, I'm a land shark Pokemon trainer. Let's get out of here. Sprint, sprint, sprint. Almost.
No, actually.
Zubats are very fast. Wonk. Okay, now we can fly to this place. Just heal up. Actually, do I need to heal anything? Have I taken any damage at all? I don't think so. He's only level 15, he's adorable. Such a cutie. Swap these two around. I think we'll just evolve for Zarya here as well. While we're at it. Shiny stone. Tooths is female as well. It's perfect. It's working out perfectly. Use shiny stone on Rosa. What? Rosa is evolving. That was intimidating. And now she has a beard. Roserade, the bouquet Pokemon. It attracts prey with a sweet aroma, then downs it with thorny whips hidden in its arms.
Oh my.
Oh my, indeed. Okay, let's update our Pokemons on the side here too.
Survive 7 nights in a haunted house for a pair of shoes. Oh no.
Do you think the shoes are haunted?
When did this game become so violent and scary?
Cool. Okay, onwards to the Strength Cave. So what if someone actually just wants to go up there to relax, you know? Do they have to, like, fight through the cave themselves? Is there not a cable car system that goes up the mountain? Surely tourism is atrocious up there because it's, like, so hard to get up there, you know? Not only do you need, like, a bunch of gym badges so you can move boulders inside of a cave, but you also need Pokemon to defend yourself. What's this way? Oh, it goes deeper. Hey, Fix, how's it going, my dude? You having a good night? Ooh, that was an item. Rare candy in a cave? Yes, please.
It's the second time we've been called nerds tonight.
Why does everyone call us nerds all the time? I don't understand. You're having some Hellhound hashtag spawn. Holy crap, it's foggy down here. Let's defog a little bit. A wild star raptor just casually helped you out. Not the one I have, but someone else. There's a special Pokemon in here too. I'll probably find it at the end of the cave. There's no subway over by here, Reese. This is a very big lake. We haven't had a chance to go out there yet. Ever since we found out about the Hell Bruce. We call it Hell Bruce. It's only found in 4 random water tiles. You have to fish, and the tiles change every day. Ugh. That sounds incredibly unappealing. And once you catch it, it's also a pain to evolve. So it's just a bundle of fun, that's what I'm hearing. Ooh, some soft sand. How do you even find the tile it's on then? Oh, that thing is this game.
Concentrated power of will.
You just keep fishing in every single tile until you find it. You have a 100% legit coupon for Subway. That sounds pretty legit to me. Where'd you get that coupon? I would like one as well.
Make it double.
Make it a double. Simple, you fish everywhere, yeah, that's what I said. There's just no trick to it. Just toss in your rod and pray for luck. I know I'll have to catch it eventually from a Pokedex. Just try the rod and see what happens. I haven't been able to get down to the water level yet. Or was it down at the water level down there? It seems like an awfully complex way of like having people find it, to be honest. How do people even find these things? You got it on Discord back in June. Huh. It wasn't a random bot, right? Like, yes, this is totally a legit gift and not something suspicious. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, how did someone even discover this thing? Sheer luck, maybe. But how did they even find out the system of it? Unless they data mined it. I mean, that's also possible. They saw it in the data mining. Would you like to surf on it? Yes. I don't actually know. It's not something you can find while surfing though, is it? You have to use the fishing rod. Yeah, this was back in 2008, 2009, yeah, when the game came out. But data mining wasn't that big back then, I don't think. Probably was more based on luck back then, to be honest. Have to fish. Is it along the sides, or is it anywhere on the water? I'd have to assume that it's data mined. Yeah, I'll just fish once and see if I get lucky. Okay, let's crank that rod out. Landed a Pokemon. Barboach. Is it Barboach? Is Barboach broken? No, okay. Disappointing. Yeah, it's been a good stream so far. That was a dead end, wasn't it? So we got Pete. I witnessed someone explode an entire lake That was pretty wild. Defeated a gym, a steel-type gym where everyone was using rock-type Pokemon, so that was fancy. And I explored a haunted island with a little girl on it. That wasn't actually haunted, but it was just kind of freaky that this picnicking girl was in the middle of a cave on a foggy island. Jingling! Oh, it's kind of cute. It's like a bell.
Isabel.
Let's try capturing it. It worked. Chingling State was at it. It emits cries by agitating an orb at the back of its throat. It moves with flouncing hops.
Isabel.
Isabel. Because it is a bell.
Isabel.
How would you write that?
Isabel.
Isabel, like this.
Yep.
I have sent $2. What Pokemon is actually the one on the water that's like really difficult? That's cute. Phoebus. Oh yeah, I remember that one. It looks kind of like a fossil, doesn't it? A fossil fish. Ugly Magikarp, yeah. That's the mean way of putting it. It got so frosty all of a sudden. Brownish, weak, ugly, yeah. So mean. Oh my god, there's people skiing. That guy is wild.
Oh my.
You okay, dude?
Me skiing for the first time again.
That's impressive, not gonna lie. If you feed enough puffins and get it beauty stat up, it evolves into Milotic. Oh yeah. Milotic is a pain to take down. I'm fully kitted up and equipped. Anytime we'll be fine. Huh. Ace Trainer Laura. Yeah, that bunny checks out. That's what I would expect from Zarga. Looks like it's wearing some nice fuzzy clothes. We're getting butted by hail. You can see why in future generations they just gave it an evolution item instead of using the beauty stats. Yeah. And they also did on contests. Yeah, that was the thing for this one. Oh. I just looped around. There wasn't any way of actually getting up to where the other trainers were. This is a frosty golem. Graveler. another trainer here. I'm an ace. I can see that you're an ace too. What in that shit? Is that the evolution of Apon? I feel uneasy about looking at that thing. Let's kill it fast. I don't like it. Ambipom. So we could have some stairs going down the mountainside, or we could build a wooden bridge to the other side of the chasm, then build stairs down on the other side. It makes me uneasy. I don't know. I think it's the smile. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, it had one tail with a hand on it back then. Now it has two. Soon it will have three, and I don't know where we'll go from there. So I don't like it. It's got the uncanny smile, I guess. Twos wants to learn bulldoze. 68, that's a pretty good one. The user strikes everything around it by stomping down on the ground. This lowers the speed stat of those hit. It stops at 2 so far. Wasn't there some kickboxing Pokemon too? Yeah, there was Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. Those were from the first generation, I think. Sand attack, we can remove that. And I think there was some other Hitmon Pokemon as well that got added later. I can't remember though. Just as I thought. Oh, he looks a little bit cold. Been years and years, indeed. There's way too many generations of Pokemon. It's hard to keep up. To be ready to answer any call, to be ready to accept any challenge. That is the way of a trainer. Also games, they didn't make one bridge, they made 2 bridges, and then they made a staircase. Instead of just making some small steps. I'd have to assume it's kind of similar to new roads and old roads. The old road is the one that crisscrosses along the mountain. The highway is the one that goes through down between everything. It's the new road. Built later. Do check this card, by the way.
This is not even an outfit.
Huh. Yeah, Fix said he explained it.
Oh shit.
It seems that you have to sort out a deal that you made a while back.
You wanna get Subway for New Year's? I want 2 whole Subways.
2 whole Subways at once.
I don't know. Would you like to redeem them at once?
That's a lot of Subway at once.
Why was it 2?
I don't know. I don't have context here. Sudowoodo's ground, isn't it? So I can keep going. Hitmontop, that was the next one I was thinking of, yeah. Ponyta, we can switch for that one. Oh crap, that's not what I want to use. I mean, it's still really good. You know. And that should kill it too. Yay. Did the same thing, just took a little longer. How disappointing. Oh, that guy isn't crazy in his keys. Are you a novice? Or are you capable? What?
All I have to do is scroll up.
I still don't have context. Like, switch. Thank you. You're welcome. I owe you 2 subways. Sneasel. I don't... Is it a dark type? Should I be biting it? Dark types are weak to fairy fighting and stuff, so I could use this. That's very classy. Dark and ice, so 4 weak. Oh, I never expected you to be an expert. So 4x weak to fighting. Oh, that was really nice. Ooh, a cozy cabin in the fire with a fireplace. Snowbound lodge, a warm bed, and little else. But no fireplace. Disappointing. Feel free to take a power nap in that bed. As you can see, this lodge is simply furnished. Do what you like here. I don't have thick fat like some Pokemon, so I have to bundle up in clothes to keep warm. Let's see. It is. I always battle for keeps. This is no dream. Thick fat is actually an ability. Does it keep you from being butted by hail?
Rapid dash. Horse is something rapid.
Yeah. I mean, it does have rapid in its name, so it does kind of make sense that it would be kind of fast. Rapid and dash. Reduces damage from fire and ice type attacks. Oh. That's pretty useful. Machoke. Psychic flying. If oh yeah, I can use flying, can't I? I was like, I normally use Psychic, but I swapped out my Psychic type. Intimidated, yes, intimidated. Haha. And then this. Very effective. Sneasel, we can swap back to Jimmy. And smack it in the face. Excellent, excellent. Okay. Let's check the map quick. Oh boy. That's a very long route.
Doing great.
Thank you. That is a very long route. This cold is but nothing compared to the fire that burns in my heart. That's so romantic.
For me?
Is for you. Long way to go. Raichu, I haven't seen any of those yet. When in doubt, just burn it. You don't want to... Yeah, that would be cool. Is there only one specific spot? Pelipper. Yeah, let's swap the star.
What? I didn't know there was stats, and also what is this?
Oh my. They track everything, apparently.
I never knew that before.
Yeah, Jay is my Pokemon wiki. Down south, remember there was that one route of mud and rain. Yes. Where you'd sink in and you have to like wiggle yourself out. Is that close to it? Or that spot? Hippopotas, what the heck is that? It sounds like a water type. It looks like a ground type. Sandstorm kicked up. Nice. I have a feeling it's not a water type, even though it, yeah, it's a rock type. Surprise, it's ground, because it's not a hippo. Well, it is a hippo, but it's a ground hippo. Because, yep, that's what we're doing. That's what we've got to work with here.
That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like a ground type, at least. The name just kind of is a little bit deceiving. Jimmy's not having a good time. Inside the mansion in the trophy garden, and the only place to find Wild Peach and Pichu. Oh, in a trophy garden, okay. Yeah, I know where that is. And that's the only place. Interesting. Your heart burns as hot as mine. At least there's not wild Pokemon in the snow. I can appreciate that. Rainy days make me feel blue. But the instant it starts to snow, I'm so happy. I'm as happy as can be. Skier Madison. Snowbird. Oh, it's like a snowy Christmas tree. A waka waka. If that isn't an ice type I can melt, I don't know what it is. You're making this trainer depressed. My presence makes her depressed, yes. Thunder Wave. The user launches a weak jolt of electricity that paralyzes the target. I don't really need it, do I? What is it, grass and ice? That would be kind of funny. Okay, well, she doesn't have to hang around with me now, so we're fine. That pile is definitely a snow ninja. It was a snow ninja. Poof. You've got a good eye spotting me. It was grass ice night. I like his little laugh at the start every time. The shiny version should just have a star on top of its head. That would be cool. We're gonna have to restore after this. Golbat. That's so flat. Since Chimmy has taken a lot of hail damage here. Crow gun. Yeah, we can. Wait. That's poison type, wasn't it? Oh, I could use ground type moves on that, but no, I cannot. I don't have psychic anymore, so it doesn't really matter what I use. I could have used twos, but it's not strong enough yet. And he's down. He also saw through my weak spots. It's evolving. Oh my gosh. Twos is growing. Aww. Turn your bite.
Oh, it looks kind of classy.
They grow up so fast.
Yeah.
There's a long-held belief that medicine made from its scales will heal incurable illnesses. A cave Pokemon. Okay, let's go heal up. Almost a Garchomp. It looks relatively similar, doesn't it? I'll show you the techniques I had drummed into me at ski school. Ski or Sean? Oh yeah, perfect. Just throw all these ice types out. That's great. All deck. Maybe we'll do a little bit more and then we'll call it a night. It's getting a little bit late. Let's swap back to night swap. Probably won't get this Snowpoint tonight, but definitely next time. I have to change. I don't believe it, my techniques were rebuffed. Okay, how far can we get before another trainer pops? Oh my god, it's gotten deep now. It's a very deep here. I wish we had this deep snow in real life. You can't even see where you're going.
I agree.
Bottle of iron. There's a ninja. I got some hail. There's another spinning skier there. I don't...
Is it a bug or a feature?
I don't know. Rock climb and hidden moves app allows you to move rapidly to the top of rugged cliffsides. Ooh. I don't know if it's a bug or a feature. I want to say it's a feature. While I was fighting my way through the blizzard, I dropped a TM. It had to move rock climb. Hey, what's that? You found a TM. But I'd already given up on the TM for lost. And you found it. It's yours to keep, my friend. Make good use of it. I like your honesty, though. Let me reward you with this. Icicle plate. The power to defeated giants infused is this plate. I found that under the snow. I'm no expert, but it looks to be of ancient origin. Even as old as the time when Sinnoh came into being. Ooh, an Arceus plate. The people, yeah, like intended. The people spinning around the skiers. Let me find him for you. This guy. Is he supposed to be spinning around like that? Like, I think so. But I don't know how it works. Maybe just for laughs. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because he walks normal over to you. So definitely supposed to be like that. It did give me a laugh. We skiers feel Mother Nature through the soles of our feet. I imagine they would spin like that in the original as well. Like their character just kind of like walked around while spinning like that probably. Swap out. Sneasel was dark type, which we can use fighting. Against fighting bug and fairy. Yeah. Was his name Bjorn? I think his name was Bjorn. Yeah, it was Bjorn. I got a good taste of your power. They gave them Norwegian names. Another house. A person, a rare sight. Thank you for visiting. A gift. You obtained a spell tag. I don't know what that is, but okay. Thank you. So there was a ninja over here somewhere. Maybe it was further down even. Yeah, here. There are several kinds of ninjas. Are you an Iga or a Kuga ninja?
You a cougar?
Yes.
Oh.
No. You should go back to that lady's house, winky face. What do you mean? My name Jeff is playing Shining Pearl. That's nice. Are you saying that spell tag was like a flirt or something like that? Go back this way. I'm not much of a ninja either way. Oh, I crushed this boy's soul. That's so sad. There wasn't any other ones, was there? No. You'll see. Okay. Spell tag. It intensifies ghost type moves. May it serve you well. Oh, okay. There you go. That's what it does. It's good to know. I thought you would say it in the same dialogue without stopping the dialogue. I've been skiing with Pokemon since I was just 5 years old. Odd. What do you mean odd? Like normally they say it in the same sentence. That's why I was like, She disappeared after I talked to her and got the item. Wait, what do you mean? So you're telling me to go back there again? That's a little bit weird. Oh my. I'm thinking maybe you just needed to talk to her twice. That could be it too. Very tight. Do I have any steel or poison attacks? I don't. I have one poison one, but that doesn't actually do anything, so... I have nothing that deals with fairy types. very, very steep up there. So if I go into the house again now, maybe she's gone. No, she's still here. Yeah, I'm not sure in that case. That's a bit weird. I'm using the dowsing machine on my Poketch. I'm looking for things buried under the snow. Not a bad idea. The boulder is encrusted with ice. It is bone-chilling to touch. Pretty sure Roserade can learn Sludge Bomb from a TM, and I know Garchomp gets Poison Jab from a TM as well. That's good to know. Maybe we have those. Do you know which number those are, by chance? Oh, I guess we have Toxic. That doesn't have a whole lot of damage then. Nasty Plot, Shadow Plot, Payback, Polish. I don't seem to have either of those. To make sure I'm more agile, I always dress light. This isn't really the place for that. Looks a bit cold. Krogunk is very fast. Very, very fast. Machoke can swap the burb. Let's make it down. Onyx. That's a bit of a choice. Oh, where are you going?
On an adventure.
I used the wrong thing.
Mamma mia.
I used the wrong thing. Oh no. That's fine.
Squash.
I go squish. I'm confused. Can you explain? Are you confused as well? Can you elaborate on the LMAOs with it? Achoo! I told you it was cold. That he's freezing. Old alien meme. Look at cuties right up ahead. What is it? Pokemon battle? Aliens. I wouldn't really recommend having roses out in the cold like this.
Never seen a frozen rose before?
No. frozen rose drink.
Oh, I want to know.
Oh, that's cool. That one looks kind of dead. That was an ice an ice rose. That's cool. Jimmy's not doing good.
Want a frosé?
Yes, a frozen rose. That actually looks kind of good.
Of hardy bold rosé, such as Pugno or Merlot rose, half cup sugar, strawberries, and fresh lemon juice.
Mmm, fruity. Oh, it has a cape and
You have
everything.
to freeze it for at least 6 hours.
Whoa. Twos wants to learn bite, and I'm not sure why Twos doesn't know how to bite yet, but we should definitely learn bite.
Perfect for a midweek backyard hangout. Mm-hmm.
Take a look at midweek backyard hangout.
Mm-hmm. I too have midweek
Backyard
hangouts without home and friends.
That is a very American concept. Oh my god, I can get my own very own Christmas tree. Yay, I got a Christmas tree. Frost tree Pokemon. It lives on snowy mountains, having had little contact with humans. It is boldly inquisitive. What do we call it?
Eggernest.
Could you
It's like Mount Everest, but it looks like an egg.
egg
Earest.
like this?
Yep. It's as good as it's gonna be.
Creative. A Cutie Lake Bright. Okay, so I probably need to heal a little bit. Antidote in here. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Zoomer's food delivery.
That sounds great.
Pizza.
I have this feeling I can't get into the lakefront because they've blocked the pathway. So close. Ooh, not that one. Standing guard is a very important assignment. I'll make this a success and earn myself a Clefairy. Yeah, okay. We're here to make sure Snowpoint's gym leader doesn't disturb us. Oh, Pita. It's a really deep spot right there. Anything down here? There's so many Pokemon everywhere here, Jesus. Oh, it's one of those.
Damn.
Big lips.
No.
What?
Those are thick thighs, not lips.
With the big lips too. Snowpoint. Oh, I accidentally found the city. What's up that way then? Oh, there's an item there. I just want to get the item. Here we go. Oh, an Ultra Ball. And we'll continue from here. Check out the gym, perhaps. Maybe we can get into the lake. Was that chance gone? A great trainer recognized by the Pokemon League. I look forward to carrying something like that in my ship. Also, you can't go on this ship until... Oh, so this takes you to the... That's not the button I wanted. This takes you to the islands up north, isn't it? Northeast. Does this take you over here? That was my first time seeing a shiny in the wild, yeah. For the snowbound town is always freezing cold, but the spirits of the Pokemon trainers and their Pokemon burn hot and bright. Especially the gym leader. What, is this a fire gym or something? Streamer luck. The post-game Big Island. Yeah, I thought so. Makes sense with the dialogue. We've got a little cozy mart. Let's have a... Oh, I walked through the building wall. Okay. I'm using TMs to teach my moves to Pokemon.
Oh, lordy.
If it gets frozen, you can thaw it out. Yep. That's how it works. Did you manage to capture the one you found in games? I've almost played all the games and I've never seen one either, so... Yeah, first time. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna use it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna evolve it into Shiny Golem either. I haven't decided yet. What are you doing all the way into small bundles? Candice is teaching me about Pokemon. She says I have to start by making friends with Pokemon. Oh my. I can't even see myself. I'm so deep in the snow. Okay, this is my ultimate stealth. Nobody will see me coming. Sneak, 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 sneak. You're going to Snowpoint Temple? You know you're not allowed to go in, right? What do you mean? taking bets. Will Chimichanga solo this gym? I love how my girl has so much vivacity. What's vivacity? I've never heard that one before.
Vivacity!
Especially in women. The quality of being attractively lively and animated. Oh yes, I do love myself.
Glad that she's alive.
I do love myself some animated woman.
What are symptoms of vivacity?
35 symptoms of vivacity. It doesn't sound like a good thing. Life, brio, enthusiasm, vigor, sparkle. Do you sparkle? Liveliness? You do sparkle, to be honest. It sounds like a disease when it put it like that.
Exciting and attractive.
What are side effects of vivacity? Ask your doctor if you can use vivacity today. By any chance, do you have a Pokemon called Medicham? I don't think I have one. The temple is post-game. Okay. Yeah. Don't trade that. Definitely do not trade that. Okay. Is the temple up this way? Oh yeah, here, yeah. So I can't go in yet because I'm not the champion yet. Only the chosen may enter the Snowpoint temple. I'm sorry, but you'll have to leave. Okay. Do not trade with that trainer at all costs. Why? You chose the perfect outfit for the weather. Even I feel warmer just by looking at you. I'll give you these because I'm so impressed. Some burning stickers. I do have a scarf on, don't I? So yeah. Funnily enough, you got it back in the day in gold and people didn't really know about Chinese and the internet was spotty with false rumors. Lucky. Very lucky. That's back when you're like, you show it to your friends and you're like, look at this, like different colored Pokemon I got, and they're like, wow, you're hacking, aren't you? Because that's not possible. Do you know a trendy saying? Illumination, electrode, brilliant, shining. Which one is more trendy though? Illumination. That's what the Minion movies say at the start, because Illumination Studios makes the videos. So it's very trendy, you know. They're very in. What? You just read my mind, didn't you? See, I told you. He watches movies. He's a movie buff.
Aren't you playing Brilliant Shining Diamond?
That too.
Illumination Platinum.
Illumination Platinum. People hate her for a reason. What's the reason for the hate? Oh, there's another spot where you can dig yourself down. Hello, sailor. There's nothing here, and that's what makes us unique. We're unique because there's nothing to find here. Remember how she offers a Haunter in the trade? Yeah.
How am I supposed to get
Does the Haunter evolve into a Gengar or something? I can't remember if Haunter evolves in trades or not. Haunter evolves when traded. Oh, I see. So you think you're getting a Haunter, but you're not. You know how there are many Ice-type Pokemon around Snowpoint City? I wonder if they also live in the temple. You'd think so, wouldn't you? Except hers has an Everstone, so it doesn't evolve. So she's a troll. She's an absolute troll. Stones get swallowed up by the snow, and that's why it's very quiet. Okay, I see what you mean now. If she's kind of a troll like that. So you think it will evolve, since it's being traded, but it doesn't. Snowpoint City Pokemon Gym. Gym leader Candice, the Diamond Dust Girl. Okay, let's make sure Jimmy is first. Jimmy is first. I don't have any items that increase fire type moves, do I? So I'm gonna random. Shell Bell. Wednesday. Barn. Icicle Lake. I don't think I. And that's why everyone knows and hates her. I mean, you could always just trade it with someone else again, but yeah, I guess the idea is that you're supposed to get the Gengar since it's being traded, right? At least if you know what's going on. Hey there, how's it going, champ-to-be? Do you see the big snowballs placed here and there? You need to slide on the ice with enough momentum to crush them. The gym leader is a user of Ice-type Pokemon. Melt her defenses with scorching hot fire type moves. It's all about focus with this gym. Bear down and focus. Oh yeah, I was gonna change that. I can do that later. I'm probably gonna forget, but whee! Because if we smack down on that one, no, it didn't do anything of that. Pay attention to me. Really? There we go. It's too cold. I can't even feel my tongue. Confirm that health and safety standards don't exist in Pokemon World. They definitely don't really care. Isn't Cinnabar on the first game like halfway inside of a volcano? That surely can't be up to safety standards. Insta-kill. I knew you could do it, Jimmy. I want to be praised. What a sweetheart. Yeah, they rule full on aesthetics, but don't think about the safety hazards. Saffron has all those telepads. Yeah, I don't think teleporting is very safe either. Get a little flame wheel in here, why don't we? Yeah, if you were a trainer, I don't think you'd want to work inside of the ice gym because you'd be freezing your buns off. This result, it's cold, bitter cold. Pick a gym that's actually got heating, you know? I just wanted... Oh my. I just wanted to fight that trainer over there. Okay, we can go there. And then... Hello. It's actually a challenge getting to the gym trainers. Is the gym's trick floor making you a little hot under the collar? If you can't maintain your cool in battle, you'll freeze up. They definitely worked on their puns before I got here. Mrs. Savannah. Ekritique is narrow path surrounded by the abyss. Without railing. Oh no, is it gonna rain? Oh, it's raining. Can't believe this. What?
I lost my straw.
Ooh, it didn't one-hit it. I don't know what Tailwind did, but I don't feel like it did anything. No railing, and the lights go out when you beat a trainer. Yeah, they don't care if you fall. Confirmed. Wants to learn acrobatics. My monkey wants to learn a flying move. It's a flying monkey now.
Oh my.
The user nimbly strikes the target if the user is not holding an item. This attack inflicts massive damage. That's a lot of damage. But what do we kill? I was about to say. Because I only have 5 of that, so I can't really use a lot of that then. What do you guys think? I'd have to say this would probably be the one to remove. Oh right, I thought it was if someone else wasn't using an item. But this is if I don't use an item. So we just skip it then. I suppose we could skip it. I think I have something else that has acrobatics. Jimmy always holds an item anyway though. Gold duck. I didn't expect all these water types, but I guess we can just like stop this diagram. Normal base 55, if you don't have the item, it's doubled to 110. Okay. 110 is pretty good though, isn't it? Spark. Steelix. So we should grab this one for that one. Yeah, I see your point. I see your point, yeah. No item, so that one attack is stronger. It's probably not great. Let's see. Steelix is not an ice type. No, really. Let's do Flame Wall. Flame Wheel. Oh, we took that one like a champion. But he's burnt now. Is it because of the rain? You'd think that the rain would remove the burning, right? But it did not. Let's do that then, in that case. Yeah, that worked. If fire fails, use close combat. If it was Unova, there is this item called Gems, which also increases in attack power, but are also consumed upon use. Or do they only last one battle? Acrobatics checks for items after the gem is consumed. Oh, so it's good there then. I suppose. You were surprisingly cool. At least I have my worn boots. Then you'd get like the item buff and acrobatics double. So that would be pretty good. Excuse me, sir. We spent all our time battling in the blizzard of Snowpoint City. We'll show you how it's toughened us up. I'm talking big, huh? Mm-hmm. That would be pretty strong then, yeah. Go chimmy 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 chimmy. Let's burn this tree down. Yeah, I had a feeling it was kind of killing the fire vibe. How does this thing have higher speed than Jim? Jim's like level 50 almost. That's a very fast tree. What's with your toughness anyway? Oh, it's ice quick attack. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I didn't realize there was type specific quick attacks for every single style. Wait, so they said the thing about needing to go at speeds to crush those things down there. So if we just like go down here, it would crush a bunch of things, wouldn't it? And then I guess the idea would be to get stopped on those spots. Huh? That's around this way. Okay, that stops there. Just make that one. Didn't I fight that guy already? Oh yeah, I think I did. Oh god, I'm stuck. How do you get up? Let's slide this way. Should that bring me up top to the... Okay, yeah, that brings me here. I haven't been here yet. This is a new trainer. Are you feeling the chill of fatigue? A good trainer goes for the win no matter what their condition is. Every type doesn't have it, but most of them. Quick attack, ice shard, aqua jet, match punch, and vacuum wave. Is vacuum wave... What type is vacuum wave? Is that wind? Ice, water, fighting, and normal. Stronger than normal ones is extreme speed. Probably forgetting a few. Interesting. Wait, vacuum wave is fighting. Not physical like the other ones. Ooh. Tentacruel, what the heck? Switch. What's the water type doing in here?
Oh, well, it's not frozen, duh. Before it's...
Who thawed the tentacle monster out? And why would you do something like that? Why does fighting get 2 though? Two's catching up, not really, but a little bit. That's right, a good trainer will win, no matter what the situation may be. I think that was the last trainer. I'll go over here and slide this way. Trying to figure out how to get over to that spot again. Good morning, Taryn. How's it going? Okay, that did not get us to that spot. Not this way. No. Pretty sure half of the mods in Generation 4 were evolutions of pre-evolutions of previous generations. I see. Wait a second, if I go... Nah, it would take me down the middle, wouldn't it? Yeah, it takes me down the middle. This like lady here is blocking me. Tired from interrupting sleep, but otherwise fine. Yeah, I can imagine. I don't think I ever felt an earthquake. Not any noticeable one, at least. Oh, I haven't fought her yet. I've only been involved with Pokemon for a short time. I managed to get this far because skilled friends toughened me up. There might have been some really soft ones there, but I don't think it's ever been like noticeable.
I don't think this is the place for him.
Let's do that. Smack. I can't believe how tough you are. Okay, I think that was the last trainer. And that should be able to smack this one. Nice. Now there's just one left. Or two left. I guess I need to smack all of those, don't I? My willpower has shaped and tempered by... was shaped and tempered by howling blizzards. I'll bring it to bear on you. Small ones are fine, but when you get a long rolling one, you worry that it's just the start of the big one. Oh boy. That's it. Have you guys had some?
Huh?
Hi. Have you had any earthquakes?
No.
Okay.
Sure isn't that we're not on a tectonic plate.
Ah, I don't know where the tectonic plates are.
That's the main places where you feel them. And even when I was staying there, there wasn't one. So, yes, New Zealand is right.
New Zealand's on top of one. Makes sense.
There's one on Australia. Maybe at the north.
Yeah.
And then Europe. Yeah, Europe's
Kinda
pretty cozy.
Pretty
in the middle of
yeah. I'm pretty cozy in one.
Yeah, Wellington gets it pretty bad.
Yeah. A bit worse than UK as well.
Like literally right on that bit.
Yeah, it kind of splits through New Zealand a bit there. A very heavy lorry would be passing by. And it's the same thing. I think I need to sneak my way to the side I was on opposite these, because I think that's one I need to smack at. Potentially. What was this one I needed to smack at? Yeah, that was. Okay, that's good. That's one more down. Wait, because if we slide on here, then we'll go over to this side. And then if I go this way, this way, this way, and then... Alright, that should smack that. Yeah. I have to do a similar thing up there on that side. This should smack that one. So now I'm just missing one more in the middle. That has to be from the right. It would have to be from... Wait a second. It would have to be from that one over there. I forget how did I get over there. We'll go up here. Yeah, let's go there. This way.
I love this thing.
What do you love?
This thing.
That spooky thing there?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Like if I did a cosplay, this would be it.
Why?
Because it's just so fascinating.
And you get to have really long nails.
Had to.
Yeah, you're probably safe in Canada too. That just crashes into the stairs there. I have to somehow get to that spot below me. Can you get there from this one? And then we'll go down. Yeah, okay, we're done. Yeah, it's mainly just like getting rid of the snow one at a time. Now we're good though. Does it reset when you leave and enter again? I think I did all the... Congratulations! I think I did all the trainers too. This is the gym leader, huh? You want to challenge Candice? Sure thing. I was waiting for someone tough.
Candice.
Candice. But can it do these? But I shouldn't tell you I'm tough because I know how to focus. Pokemon, fashion, romance, it's all about focus. I'll show you just what I mean. Get ready to lose. She's got knee socks on. Let's turn up the heat. No warning. Consider it to hail. Easy. Hey, 3 hours to go. Good evening, good evening. Sneasel, I'll keep going. And we're gonna flame smack. Easy. Good job, Jimmy. Good. Good. Medicham. I remember I had to use something else on that one. I can't remember what though. Was it dark moves? I'm gonna swap for this one. Just in case. Yeah, it's going pretty good. That's not the one I thought it was. Stargirl, you might not survive this, or you might be the one that kills this one. I don't know. This damn hail. Stargirl, you're so tanky. Just bite it one more time. Oh yeah. The ice leaders are always easy. These poor ice leaders. They're struggling to fight in the cold. That's probably what it is. A bomb of snow. Let's switch back again to Jimmy. Fairy, ghost, and flying. Oh, okay.
That's a good question.
Yeah, how many on average? I'm going to break the ice and bring out my last resort. Thank you for the bits. Thank you. Biddies! This is a very intimidating opponent. Let's burn it. Easy. Fighting / psychic. Okay. I was thinking of Meditite, I think. I think that's the one I was thinking of. Stargirl's officially level 50! 50 gang! Twos is level 30 gang! I must say, I've warmed up to you. I might even... Oh, I see what you did there. I might even admire you a little. Wow, you're great. You've earned my respect. I think your focus and will bowled us over totally. Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to give you this. Oh, sparkly. Fighting cancels out Psychic's weakness to Dark and Bug. That's why it wasn't working. Yeah, I thought I used Stargirl's Bite on fighting before. Psychic neutralizes Fighting's weakness to Psychic. Fight me. I'm not taking fight options until I have finished the Pokemon League. I've decided. Fighting requests, that's the word. That icicle badge I just gave you, ? Because you have it, you can now use the hidden move Rock Climb from your Poketch. Want to take these? For my sticker book. Yeah, you can battle Jay first. Each TM72 contains the move Avalanche. If the user takes damage, the move's power is doubled. Can you imagine what sort of focus you'd need to pull it off? Ah, so that's her sneaky tactic, huh?